Jimmy Butler, simply amazing yesterday. He joined Jerry West and LeBron as the only players to have a 40-point triple-double in an NBA Finals game. And here's the most important part. He's the only one of those three to put those numbers up and win the game he did it in. Here are the numbers, in fact. 40 points, 13 assists, 11 rebounds on 70% shooting and didn't take a single three. But after the game, Jimmy again downplayed his own performance and emphasized, well, you know what he cares about, winning. Take a listen.
What is it about you where you just don't care? And it seems like you almost would prefer if it was Tyler's night or if it was Kelly's night or whoever else scoring 40 in a win.
Everybody remembers winning. That's it. I don't care how many points you score. All I care if you win or loss. And for us, we're all about winning. We are. I say it all the time, and I mean it. The guys that we have, the group that Coach Pat and Coach Bo put together, it's always to win, nothing else. So I hope the next game I score 0 and y'all talk all y'all want to talk and we win, so I can come up here and say the same thing.
Let's put in a little context about how important Jimmy's performance was. The Heat win last night, the second largest upset in the finals in the last 30 seasons based on point spreads. The only larger upset was, say it with me, Richard, Allen Iverson's signature 48-point game.
Step over him.
Game 1, 2001 finals. The only loss the Lakers team suffered in those playoffs. Now, of course, I don't like to talk about this part as much, but it was the only game that Iverson's Sixers managed to win in those 2001 finals. Does Butler's performance last night, Richard, have you believing the Heat can do a little bit better than that and make this even more of a series than AI did back then?
Well, truth be told, it's not about whether or not I believe. It's about whether or not his performance helps his teammates believe. And I do believe that his performance did that. Even up until when he was talking trash and him and Bron had a little bit of back and forth at the end of the game. I will say this, Bron started it, and then Jimmy had the last word. And ultimately, it was more about, hey, look, if our leader is not fearful of the best player in the world, then we don't have to be either. And I think he's just instilling confidence in these players, and these players are giving him even more of a confidence. You've seen the way Tyler Hero played. So I think this is more about him giving his group even more confidence that they believe that they can do it.
Well, RJ, I'm with you on the part where you say that he's instilling confidence into his team, and rightfully so after that performance that he put up yesterday. But do I believe that he can win this series? Absolutely not. I mean, if you look at it, Jimmy had to play perfect. He had a perfect game last night, in my opinion, the way that he dominated on both ends of the floor, and I just don't see that happening. And by the way, the Lakers helped them out with 19 turnovers. I believe LeBron James had 6 and Anthony Davis had 6. Well, LeBron didn't have one single turnover in game 2. The Lakers came out flat. They came out like they was in the scrimmage, and the Heat came out desperate. The Lakers did not match their intensity, and I just don't see the Heat playing this extremely well to beat the Lakers in any more games in this series. And I'm calling it now, Rachel and Richard, RJ, gentlemen sweep. That's what the Lakers do. That's what they've been doing in these playoffs. Gentlemen sweep is what's going to happen.
There you go. Well, I don't know. I would say this about belief, though, to Richard's point, that Jimmy Butler even acknowledged to me that he was nervous in game 1. And I was like, you nervous? And he said, yeah, I've never been on this stage before. And he said that they now do believe that they belong there. So is that going to translate into more wins? We'll have to see. But they have had a change that way mentally. The second thing is, Perk, we got to talk about where you're sitting.
And
right?
that chair. Like that chair. Perk, you are one of the biggest human beings, and somehow you are sitting in a chair that is bigger than you. Look at that. It looks soft, too. It looks. Look at that smile.
It is. Some people say it look like I'm laying in the casket.
It's something, Perk.
Richard's just jealous, Perk. He's
That's
just
it.
jealous. He wants
That's it. It looks sharp,
himself.
though, Perk. It looks soft. Look comfortable.
Looks good. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.